Hello all, welcome back students. So let us in this video discuss the solution of the last program of previous week's assignment. And I hope you are coming into this video seeing the previous video where I had a discussion regarding how we can design a menu in Python. Okay, so given that where I had discussed how do we design a menu in Python, I would be starting this video and I won't be explaining the, you can say, very core basic steps how which a menu is created, because I am assuming that you have come to this video seeing the previous video where I discussed how to design a menu in Python. Okay. Now to be fair enough, I want this many number of options in my menu. So it is a fairly big program, and such programs are asked in practical exam, because to be very specific, practical exam in computer science for 11th standard, if it may occur, will contain only 2 programs, and both the programs will be of 30 marks. If I ask this program in practical exam, this would be at least of 15 marks, So that is why it is huge, and such kind of lengthy programs will not come in theory paper most probably. Okay, fine. So because students read the question that write a menu driven program to perform list operation. So first of all, even before I design the menu, I will create a blank list and let the name of the list be L. Because why I am telling blank list? Because whatever operations I perform inside the menu, that will be all on this list only. So even before the menu begins, I have created a blank list, and this I will be using throughout the program. Now students, we have to take care of one thing when we design such kind of menu. That is, I want the list that I have created. I want that list to be accessible throughout all these options. So whenever we are giving such kind of programs, remember the previous video where I created a sample menu which was performing addition and subtraction. Okay, that was little different. Here, as I am telling you, all these operations that we are doing will be on this list only. So that is why even before the menu or even before the user defined function is created, I have created a blank list. Now what is the use of this? Let us say I am defining the menu like this, and I told in the previous video that there may be requirement of an argument in a menu. This is the program where we require argument. What argument we will pass? We will pass the entire list only inside the menu. Now you will assume that, sir, why we are passing this argument? Please listen to me carefully. I want this list to be accessible for all operations of this menu. Let it be add element. Where we will add element? We will add element into the list. Let it be insert element at specific position. Where we will insert? We will insert element into this list only. Let it be delete element based on index. From where we will delete? We will delete element based on this list only. Let it be delete element based on value. From where we will delete? We will delete element based on this list only. Sort, display. What we will sort? What we will display? We will display this only. So all operations are based on this list only, and that is the reason I am passing this list as an argument. Only thing that this list should be accessible throughout all other operations of the menu. That is the reason I am passing the list as an argument. Otherwise mostly it may not work. Okay. Now give me some time. I would be quickly designing the menu elements. First is add element. Okay. Let me type it up. Print. Second is, I can copy this thing. Insert element at specific index or specific position. As I am typing, you should think in your mind that what we will do in option number 2. Option number 2, we will make use of insert function that we already discussed. Option number 3, we will be deleting based on index. Based on index means either we will make use of delete keyword or we will make use of pop keyword. These things I am keeping on discussing by the time I am typing up. Deleting based on value. I think we have already done this program or already this program has been assigned in the assignment. We will make use of remove. Then sort list in ascending. Let us see, sort list in ascending. We have already done this minor program where we are sorting our list in ascending order. Then option number 6 is display the list. Displaying the list means we will not do anything. We will just display the list as so ever. And favorite option, option number 7 will be exit. Already I discussed in the previous video how do we exit. We will make use of the exit function. Okay. Now all things are ready. Now students, this is my approach for first timers or beginners who are using menu for the first time. First of all, do not go for the entire code. First of all, design the skeleton of the menu. Design the menu as blank. Let the menu be working without any proper code. I hope you are understanding my logic. Let the menu be working without any proper code. First we will design the skeleton of the menu and then we will go for the actual logic. So let me print up the things. First of all, I would like the user to enter an option from the above 7. So I will choose an option, because without this I will not be able to know that what option user wants. Okay, so this is a very important you can say variable here. Let us say enter choice from 1 to 7. Okay, even though I know that the user will select a wrong option intentionally or unintentionally, I will be handling that. So now I will create skeleton of the menu. What is meaning of skeleton? I will design the menu totally without any coding of this, Okay, let us do it quick and fast. If n equal to 1, what I will do? I will be only working on adding elements. So I will just write a message, add element in list. Correct? And as you know, after each operation, as I discussed in the previous video, after each operation we have to call back the menu. So we will call back the menu with the same name and the same argument, because if argument is not specified, it will give an error. What is the reason it will give an error? Here when we are creating the menu, we are designing an argument. I think I discussed in the previous video that I was designing one odd even function. If you remember, I was calling the function without argument, so it was giving an error. So if we are defining a menu with argument, when we are calling the menu, the same argument has to be there. Okay, let us go ahead. Elif n equal to 2. What is the choice in n equal to 2? I have to insert element at specific position. So I will write a message, just writing the skeleton, insertion of element at specific position. Okay, let me correct the spelling. Specific position, nothing else is required. If you want, I am not telling as compulsority, you can have differentiator, because we will be discussing so many menu options and I do not want you to get what you can say confused about the same. You can have, or you can make use of differentiators if you want between each and every menu option. Okay, not compulsory. You can call the menu as I told you, and I am only designing the skeleton. Elif, because this program is lengthy, I will be going a little fast. Deleting element based on index. So what we can do, I will just print a message that deletion based on index. Okay, and we know that here we will be making use of either pop or delete method. Option number 3 done. Option number 4, deleting element. If 4 is chosen, what you have to do? Delete element based on value. Fine. So I think I can copy up this stuff, because only minor changes we have to do. I can copy up this stuff. This program will be tad lengthy, students, so that is why I am going little fast. Deletion based on value. Value means direct element will be specified. If that element is present, it will be deleted. Otherwise it will show a message that element is not present, as one of the program is given. Next is sorting element. Next is sorting element. So I think I can print up the same thing. Okay, sorting in ascending order. Sorting in ascending order. Correct. Next option is, I think, displaying the list. So here we will not do anything special. We will just print a message now. Display of list. Display of list. I think option 7 is exit. I know, and I think you know very well what to do in case of exit. N equal to 7. I will print a thanks message. Even though without thanks it is okay, and I will do the exit function, and no need to call the menu back because exit means I do not want anything. And for some notorious users, I will use the else. Print, please choose from 1 to 7, and after this also I want the menu. Very sorry, I have done some mistakes. Every time I'm calling the menu, I have to give the argument, because when I was designing the menu, I gave the argument. So every time I call the menu, I have to specify the argument. Okay, the same can be done here. Menu of L. So almost my menu skeleton design is over. Here I am calling the menu. Here I am calling the menu. Okay, just we will name the menu. And let us see what will happen if I enter the menu without arguments. Immediately it will give me an error. Okay, immediately it will give me an error. So it is quite evident that whenever you call the menu, if argument is specified during menu definition, we have to give the name of the argument when we call the menu again and again. Now I feel my skeleton of the menu is ready. Let us exercise. My skeleton is ready. See, everything is appearing. Let us exercise. Option 1 done. We are entering into option 1 skeleton. We are not designed any code, so no code is bound to work. Option 2 insertion of element at specific position done. Option 3 done. Option 4, option 5, option 6, option 9. You will see that they are giving a message that please choose from 1 to 7, and again menu is coming. And option 7 exit. Means my skeleton of the menu is perfect and ready. My skeleton of the menu is perfectly ready. Correct? Now I told you that this program is less about list and more about menu. Menu we have designed. All these functions we know very well. All these functions we know very well. So let us quickly complete this. Add element. Whenever add element is there, obviously user will enter an element, and that element, now please be very specific, add element. It is not add elements. Add element means at a time only one element will be added. Once the user is choosing user is choosing the option 1, one element will be added. Again menu will be displayed. If user wants to enter more elements, he can again choose option number 1. More elements can be added. So only one element is expected. So we will take a variable k equal to input enter element. Correct? Enter element. And that element will be appended to the list. What is the name of the list? Name of the list is you can say L, and that is the list, and that is L I have passed through argument, so it will be available throughout the menu. So L dot append k, and as we know, after every insertion we will display the list after insertion. We will just print the list, and that would be sufficient for my add element option. Let us exercise. We will do one option and we will exercise. Add element, enter element in the list 44. As you can see, list after insertion 44. Now user wants to enter more elements. User wants to enter more elements. I will say again option number 1, 45. As you can see, 44, 45. User wants to enter more elements. Again option number 1, 66, 44, 45, 66. User want to enter more elements. So every time you can choose add element option, and you can make use of. So this is my error. I pressed enter twice. Let me exercise it once more. Let me maximize this. Yeah, add element is added. 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 Now you will feel that, sir, how many times we can add elements? We can add n number of elements here, because unlike the normal list program, we have not specified how many elements the user wants. So user can enter any number of elements he wants in the list. So I think you are very specific about add element option. Correct? Option number 1 is done, coded. Option number 2, insert element at a specific position. So fairly simple. First, before insertion, I will show the user the available list. So print list available. I will just print the list, as simple as that. Now insert element at specific position. Correct. Now I hope you have not forgotten the syntax of insert. List name dot insert position, and then we were giving element. Correct. So I will ask both the things. Which position, which element. I will ask the user both the things. Which position and which element. So let us take two variables. Let us take POS. So I will ask the user that input enter position where new element required. And you know the syntax of this position. If a user by mistake enters a position which is not there in the list, I repeat, you know the syntax of this. If a user enters position which is not there in the list, it will add by default to the end of the list if I am not wrong. Okay, if I am not wrong, it will add to the end of the list. We will exercise that also. Element, user has entered position, user will enter the element, enter new element. Means whatever position user is mentioning, at that position element should be inserted, and after this operation I will again print the list, and I am very hopeful that it will work. List after insertion. Okay, I will just print the list. Very sorry, I will just print the list. Correct. Name of the list is L. Now students, one more thing. Before you can see, this whole thing can be handled in a project, but before you go for insert, you have to go for add element in a list. Okay, as I told you, these small things can be handled in a big project. This is not a very big project, so need not worry about the same. Before we go for insertion at a specific position, we have to add some elements to the list. So let us say I add certain elements: 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this is my list now. I want to insert at specific position. So I select option number 2. Enter position where required. Suppose I require at second position. Which element is required at second position? 1001. And once you can see at second position means at second index. I hope you understand. Position means index. So do not forget that. 0, 1, 2. So at second index I wanted 1001, and as you can see at second index 1001 is inserted. What if I choose option out of the bound? I want an element at 101 index, and I want the element 9999. And as you know, if index is not available, by default element will be added to the last. And I think this program of inserting element at specific position works accurately. Correct? Let us go to the third case. Third case is deleting element based on index. Again the same thing. So here we will not check again and again. We know the work of deleting element based on index. We know the work of deleting element based on value. We know how to do and sort in ascending. So let us quickly complete this program. Otherwise this video is prolonging a lot. So deleting based on index, very simple. I will first of all display the user the list that is available, so that the user can choose which index he wants to delete. Okay, I will make use of pop method. So L dot pop element we want, or the index I want. Correct. L dot pop index I want. Correct. Now I think we can make different uses of the same. I think we can make different uses of the same. The concept is, first of all, I should ask the index that the user wants to delete. So I will write a message that enter index from which element is to be deleted. Okay, fine. And then we can we have more options, but let us exercise a simple option first of all. That if that index is present, what I will do, list name dot pop, list name dot pop, and I will just specify the index, and I think that would serve my purpose. I will just print a message, list after deletion. I will just print the name of the list. That's it. Okay, we can do so much of things with this. Now, what can be one of the so much of things? I will first check whether that index is present or not. Okay, if that is present, then only it should be deleted. Otherwise, it should not be deleted. But first of all, let us check if it works or not. First of all, let us check. Let me close this. Okay, so let us check. I will enter some random 2-3 elements. 1. Let me maximize this because program is big. Again insert elements 2, again insert element 3. Now I will go on deletion based on index. Now you know students, there are only 3 indexes available, 0, 1 and 2. So first of all I want the element at first index to be deleted. So as you can see, technically 2 was at first index and it was deleted. Correct. But it is not compulsory, but we should also be able to handle this case. Suppose delete element based on index. I want to delete element at 8th index, but I know that 8th index is not present at all. So my program will give an error. So although this is okay, normally I am deleting, but I should be able to handle the index which is not there in my list. So I think one of the case can be done. I is the index now. So if I is greater than let us say length of the list, then I will give a message that print sorry index not available. Okay, it is not compulsory, but just to make sure that my program is working properly. Else I should delete. Up the thing. Now what is the logic of this? Just assume my list has 3 elements. Let us assume that my list has 3 elements and user is entering 8th index. So obviously 8th index will not be there in the 3 elements. So that is why if the value that user is entering, please try to understand, if the value that user is entering is greater than length of the list, okay, that means value that user is entering, that index is not there here. That means I have to print that sorry index is not available. If this is not the case, then only I will delete the element. Let us verify this. I am hopeful that it will work. Let me maximize this. Option 1. I will just enter few elements just to exercise our thing. First of all, I will delete properly. Let us say I want to delete at first index. So I think 2 will be deleted, which is the case. Let us say I want to again delete at 6th index. I know 6th index is not present, but because my program has handled sorry index is not available. Okay students, so I hope you are getting this thing properly. Now let us exercise option number 4, which I think we have done in one of the programs in the assignment. So this would not be that much difficult for us. Option number 4 is deletion based on value. So directly we will ask we know that we have to make use of remove method. So directly I will ask the user that please tell me which element to be deleted. Okay, we will do this coding quickly. I will ask the user which element to be deleted. Let us say ELE equal to input enter element to be deleted. Correct. Now again here we will check whether that element is there or not, and how to check. If element which the user is entering is there in list, then only I will remove. Okay, and what is the code of remove? List name dot remove element. Okay, if element is there in the list, then only I will remove, else I will print a message that print sorry element not present in list. Very simple to understand. And once I perform any transaction, I will definitely print the list that my list is L. Okay, so understand the logic. I am displaying the list to the user. User is entering an element. If that element is present in the list, so I have handled the condition. If element in list, then only I will delete. Otherwise, I will print a message that sorry element does not exist. Okay, quickly we will do it. Let us enter certain elements. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let me maximize this case because program is huge. I am choosing option number 4. I want to first of all delete an element that is existing. Suppose I want to delete the element 4, and as you can see 4 is deleted. Again I go for deletion option. Now I want to delete an element which is not present. I want 55. 55 is not present, but because I handled my program, it is showing that sorry, 55 element is not present in the list. Perfect. Last two options fairly simple, sort and display. So we will complete up these options just now. Sort means we have to sort the list. So I will print let us say original list. I will print L. Okay, I will not make changes to the original list. So I will take one temporary list here. We will take one temporary list here, and I hope you have seen the video of copying contents of one list to another, because if I sort the list, original list is sorted. I don't want that. I want to temporarily, if you want you can sort the original list also, we do not have any trouble, but here I do not want to sort the original list permanently. I want temporary sorting. That is what is my belief is. If you want you can permanently sort. To permanent sort you have to do L dot sort and just you have to print the list. Okay, that you can do. Okay, but here I don't want permanent sorting of the list. I want a temporary sort. So what I will do, I will copy contents of list into another list, that is L. I hope you have seen the video of copying list, and what I will do, I will sort M, and finally I will print a message sorted list. I will just print M. Okay, and display of the list, nothing to do. I will just display the contents of the list. I think I will just print L, and students, I feel my program is done and completed. Okay, let me exercise and let me have a final run of the program with all options exercised one by one. Add element. Let us say for instance I want 55. Let us say for instance I want 56. Let us say for instance I want 57. Let us say for instance I want 58. Let us say for instance I want 0. Let us say for instance I want 9. Okay, so these are some of the elements. Let us say one more element I want in a negative. Okay, so these are my elements. Let us exercise all options. Insert element at specific position. Option number 2. I want the element to be inserted at 5th position or 5th index, and I want 5005 to be inserted. And as you can see, perfectly working. And I have already exercised that what will happen if I you can say insert element at an index which is not present only. By default the element will be added to the last. Fine, this position is not, this index is not available, so by default this element is added to the last. Correct? Delete based on index. Let us exercise option number 3, both the cases. I am specifying 4th index. 4th index is present, so definitely you will see element at 4th index, that was 0, is deleted. Again I go for delete based on index. I am specifying an index which is not present, so I handled, my program is telling index not available. Perfect. Option number 4, delete based on value. I will first of all delete an element. Let us say I want to delete 9. So you can see 9 is deleted. Again I am going for delete based on value. I am specifying a value which is not present. My program has handled, element is not there in the list. Perfect. Sort in ascending. Option number 5, temporary sorting. As you can see, original list and temporary list, which is sorting the case. You can permanently do that. And option number 6, display the list. Nothing issueful in that case. You can display the list if you want. And finally option number 7, exit. Okay students, so I know this video had prolonged, but it was a project type of you can say program. It was a very lengthy program which will clarify most of your concepts regarding a list. Okay, so thank you for your patience for this video students. Hope you go through the video. That would be all from my side for this chapter totally. Next time we meet in the video modules, we will start with the new chapter. Thank you and have a nice day.